I hate you.
Is this
Release
Ambrose
me.
perception or stray?
Probably still the stray, actually.
Okie dokie. I will leave it as it is then.
And don't do it yet, because Lex needs to get the...
Wait, stop.
Oh, okay.
Okay, alright. Then yes.
Perception. Okay, rolling. Still rolling. It's a 22.
Alright. So. Descending down into the depths. You dropped down beneath the cathedral. Emira slew her target, and you hugged Saffron. She was distraught, but stable by the end of it. At least more than might have been. There was discussions over what to do with all of the relics and magics and foul things in this place. As far as the stray was concerned, this was, well, all worth leaving. None of the meat was good for eating. But as they were investigating around, you had a moment to yourself. Do you think the stray would relent?
Would it have seen Miriam?
As... Yes. As Carpathian took Miriam up and out, he passed you, corpse in hand.
If it had seen Miriam, it wouldn't have let go.
Okay. Would Ambrose fight for control?
In a situation of pain like that, I think Ambrose lets the stray deal with it.
He's avoidant.
Yeah. The stray is the trauma response.
Yep. In that case, make your perception roll. You said 22, right?
22, yeah.
Yep. Sorry. You, at last, with this moment to yourself, you hear what you think at first is Emira, maybe Cece, humming slightly in curious fashion as you move around the arcades and hidden places of the secret hall. Hillary debating what to do with this organ. Theo picking through the remains of anything he can find. You turn the corner and you smell what is not Emira or Cece. Make a resolve roll as you see her.
Dokie, that will be an 18.
At the end of the short hall is Irene Revan. Revan. Irene.
Is she just lurking?
She is certainly lurking.
Well, he's gonna move up to her. She did kind of help, and may also have cursed us.
Nearly finished here.
He's gonna sort of glance back at the group and give a sort of affirmative rumble growl.
As you're turning back, you feel yourself starting to slip. Over the course of the round, remove the stray's statistics as the stray fades away.
Cool.
He is murder on your wardrobe.
He can be.
Your performances of late have been inspired.
Well, I do try and impress. They could have been better.
Always.
You helped
But I'm
us,
not so
though.
concerned with their technical prowess. I'm not him, she says, leering at the statuesque figures all around this place. These this bloody gilded decor.
Well, that's a relief.
He was, however, valuable to the court. He will be missed. But his pursuit of technical perfection was misguided.
I suppose. I wouldn't exactly call this inspiring.
You wouldn't. It does not inspire passions in you. Revulsion. Hatred.
More than the other things, yes. I don't like rot, usually.
Then that is inspiration.
The inspiration to rebel out of pure disgust, I suppose.
The court is more concerned with putting inspiration into the world. What form that takes is up to the artist. So tell me, what form would you have it take? What inspiration do you will into being?
I suppose it would have to be the only things that kept me going in the old days. The dream that out there, somewhere beyond the cage walls, there was a great wild for us to explore.
Filled with
Somewhere.
things like you?
Things like me, yes.
Well, a powerful dream. You've done us a service, even though there are members of the court who would disagree. So, I hope to be in a position to help your dreams come true. I should inform you, there aren't as many things like you out there anymore.
Maybe it's my dream to change that.
Good. It's my dream, too. She lifts her hand and curls it slightly, and you feel your hand flex and curl, and the stray's demonic claws emerge from your hand as she flexes.
Ah.
You have to be so specific with those words. I'm taken. It could mean a refusal, but it could also be a declaration, couldn't it?
I suppose.
Of what you now are. Pesky demonic deals.
One never learns.
Not to worry. Our interests are aligned. Now run along. I don't think this place is long for the world. And I have a few things to purloin. As she says that, there is a crack in the wall. So, did you respond?
So, wait, as in, is it... I thought she was sort of like opening a doorway for her.
I don't know, like the place is starting to break up.
He'll withdraw then. He's
Okay.
not going to attempt to stop her doing whatever it is she's doing after she's
Yeah.
helped this much. He'll sort of slink back to the others.
As you move back, she indeed steps back into the darkness and is gone. And as you're moving around the this place, like there are spider cracks moving through columns. And as you head back out into the main hall, you see everyone running for the exit.
Oh shit. He'll book it.
Oh, I should also inform you that when you guys get out, when you get out of this place, turning around, the door now just leads to the basement.
Fucking hell.
Like, this place... Oh, another thing, the stained glass window, there were faint shadows of demons crawling along the other side of it on the outside. This entire place was a cyst into the pit. An extrusion of the material plane into the pit. Which is like this setting's hell.
Fine.
As you guys head back out, the extrusion is collapsed and no more... The basement now no longer goes to hell. As you head out, there is a crowd of people who are all cheering for the Hounds of House Howl. Congratulations, you're semi-famous.
But at what cost? Sorry.
And there is enough peace and time for you to make it back to the Howl estate. That next day there are visitors outside, all clambering to meet with the Hounds of House Howl. They all have their own problems, and Emira sent them away until after the funeral, at least.
Ambrose is going to have spent most of his time just sitting outside Miriam's room.
Mm-hmm.
Just quietly.
When you do awaken, you find the disposition of your teammates thus. Hilary Haggart is at his house. His wife had an understandably unfortunate time. Theo,
Yep.
what are you up to in the days preceding the funeral?
One second. I had something for this. I think, depending on whether Emira is up to Saffron is up to it, maybe going and visiting her contact when the time is right.
Okay.
I would also like to speak to Ambrose at some point as well.
Okay. Alright. Cece,
Yes, Mark.
what are you doing in the days before the funeral?
I think she's spending a lot of time in her room. Kind of taking the time to like really mull over the events that happened.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely pops her shield out a few times and is just looking at the hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does some maintenance on her arm just because she doesn't know what else to do. She's definitely avoiding going home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ambrose, if you didn't know any better, you might say that these two are avoiding talking to their parents about stuff that's happened.
Must be nice to have that kind of opportunity.
Okay. I think she would also. She definitely contemplates going over to Theo and just being around him because she just doesn't really want to be alone.
Mhm.
Thinks better of it.
He would oblige that anyway, for sure. When he can.
But you know,
Yeah.
A lot of I imagine them like hanging out but not really saying much. Just like being
autistic parallel play.
Yeah, for sure. He'd offer to help with like fixing her shield and stuff because it kind of got fucked up because of him. Yeah.
But instead of actually going to him as often as she would have liked to,
Mhm.
she probably sends a few origami birds just to watch, just so she knows that he's alive and okay.
Okay.
She also sends one to go check on Amira or on
Mhm.
Saffron.
In that case, Ambrose, in the days
Yes.
following the return and the preparation for Miriam's funeral, there's been a slow accumulation of folded paper birds.
Fuck these. Just around the house.
At first you see them, just every now and then one of them flies around and like hops up close to you.
He's gonna pick it up, get a pen, and draw eyes on it. You are my friend now.
As you are doing so, you watch as its wing is like becoming darker. And you see that it's becoming darker because there is writing on the wing. There is writing on the wing that is narrating you doing this.
Oh. He is just gonna loudly announce the most explicitly pornographic thing he possibly can to this bird.
The bird dutifully notes everything you describe.
Good bird. We should come up with a name for this. Possibly involving the noise that birds make. Maybe Peeper or something like that.
No, you won't. I'm not letting you invent Twitter.
But then it could be bought and become X, the everything app.
Too
No.
late. Too late, Mark. It's already happening. Dylan, I'm with you.
Well, fly away, little bird. I'm sure
They are
it'll
now
squeal.
origami buttholes. Theo.
Yeah. Legit.
You wake up from your musings by the fire to hear Ambrose finish some story, and then by the time they put it back in her, it barely worked.
God.
Oh, hello.
I'll peek my head around door. Everything okay?
Just doing a spot of narrating.
You've found one of Celestine's birds, I take it.
These are Celestine's birds?
Yes.
The bird flies off to go report.
Well,
Yes.
now I'm scared what her reaction's going to be.
You hear a really loud cackle from she reads the fucking letter.
Like in just a few minutes, like midway through the conversation, just.
I mean, I think we've all seen more than enough for this to be quite tame in comparison.
My brother.
What was that?
Tame? What do you mean? What I said, or?
Yeah. I mean,
you-
just in
You've
general.
had sex?
No, that's not what I meant. You know, and you know what? Even if we had, I doubt. It's no one's business but ours. And he's turning red, and he's embarrassed.
Oh my gods, you haven't, have you?
No.
It's
I'll
nothing
leave.
to be ashamed of. Don't look
I'll
at me
leave.
like that.
I'll
It's
leave.
fine. What did you actually want to talk about? Because I'm going to go on about this if you don't say something.
Do you still have that mind spring?
No. I believe... Didn't Cece take it?
I think
Or was it the glasses she took?
You have one.
Yeah.
Oh no, Amira has it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I did have
Yeah,
it.
I have Theo's glasses.
And then Celestine threatened to do terrible things to me. So I gave it away. To Saffron.
A confused look.
Not
crosses
just
his face.
away.
Okay. All right.
Has Celestine given you your glasses back by any chance?
Oh no. Doesn't really matter. I have these, and he'll tap the spare pair on his face.
Well, I know, but I found your original pair. You'd trodden on them. It was
Yes,
unfortunate,
during
but I was going to get
our
them fixed.
adventures. Thanks. I'll go and get them at some point. You know, we haven't really spent much time together. We've not really. We're this strange group of now apparently famous misfits. We should do something. We should. I don't know. Go and. I don't know. He's kind of exasperated, rubbing his temple. I'm not asking you out on a date.
I wouldn't say no.
God, and here's where it happens. This is where all the
Not a romantic
fandom
one.
goes, wow. I just mean that I've spent quite a bit of time with everyone here, and not yourself. I know I'm not exactly your type of person.
Well,
You and Saffron seem to be very close, and she means a great deal to me too. And for her sake, I feel I owe it to get to know you better.
There is a metallic set of footsteps nearby.
Charles?
An
Hey.
automatic butler enters the room.
As in Carpathian or a new one?
We, above table, we are calling him Charles now.
Did I do a racism?
That's what
I think-
Saffron told Theo to do, but she hasn't told anyone else. And she hasn't
Yeah.
I
told
think this is a
that they were
few.
gonna start
So
calling
this
her
is a
from
few.
that.
This is a few days after, right? The events.
Yeah, a
that
little bit.
actually
Yeah,
had
yeah.
on Friday, in which
Yeah.
point, like, Hillary had a conversation with him
Yeah.
where he was like, "My name's Charles."
I like the idea that Carpathian or Charles comes in and Ambrose is like Carpathian, and
And Theo's like doing the.
we're calling Theo's just like we're calling him Charles now, and Charles is like, Charles is like, yeah, that's sure, thank you. There has been a number of preparations required.
Do you need any assistance with those?
One missive would be beneficial. Thank you.
How
There
large?
is. Let's see, I'm wondering which of her contacts this would be. The 13 hands will return looking for things. He presents a small box. If you can deliver this to them, it will appease them.
Where do we find them?
Neutral ground. The hollow alleys. That's your old haunt, Ambrose.
Yeah, I think Theo would like tilt his head to one side, kind of confused. I'm not familiar.
Basically, back streets. Forgotten places.
Theo
This is-
follows.
This is actually the place where, Theo, your interview was conducted at the carnival.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But not like the proper backstreet. Like
This
It was-
is essentially
this is-
Hollow Alleys is there were a bunch of buildings that were placed up very, very quickly during one time of the city Catacon's quick growth.
mm,
And the building planning was not done well
okay.
or at all.
Yeah. I
And
doubt
so
they've gone there.
and so there was just this whole section in the back of a bunch of buildings. It's just sort of like a courtyard that only has access to like back streets and alley. Like there's no main thoroughfare to get there.
Mm. Okay. Okay. I'll look at the box in my hands.
It appears to be a small, nondescript wooden box with a with a brass locking hardware that is far, far, far more exquisite and fancy than the box itself.
up for an excursion?
Yes. I suppose if it keeps more of those clock fetishists off our hands, then... Oh, I just made a pun by mistake. But if it keeps them off our hands, then it'll be worth it. We might even learn something, I dare say.
Mm.
Oh, and they might have more of that delectable street food.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
You might want to dress down a bit.
I don't really dress down, you know. You must know that much about me.
Oh, I'm sure I could find you something in my wardrobe.
He'll sigh like, okay. this is happening, alright.
Hold on. All right. Let's see.
It would be Theo Roseval. Like, Ambrose's name is the best for, like, shipping purposes.
Yeah.
Rose on the end of anything, and it works.
That's what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna. Yeah.
I thought of a really funny poetic ship name for Theo and Cece the other day, and then I thought,
Oh.
should I tell that, like, it's really bad, and it's really
Go for it.
it's
Do it.
doom metal.
That's fucking funny.
Awesome.
That's great.
Oh, I like death metal.
I mean,
Death metal.
yeah.
That's funny.
Funny. Yeah. I thought of that and I was like, does it work? Yeah, kind of work.
Yeah, it works.
Also, this is what you have to work with. This is Theo's dressing down, Ambrose.
Oh god, what have you found?
This is his casual outfit.
Legit. I mean, there might not be cuffs on the jacket, but other than that, it's pretty spot on. Boy has not known casual a day in his life.
Maybe just try and look a little less like there's a stick rammed up your ass.
God.
You can relax, it's fine. We're all friends here.
I'm afraid I don't really know how to relax.
Do you know how to smile?
He's gonna like very wait, there's a reference that I'm thinking of. But like really sarcastic smile at him. Wait, I'm trying to think of there's a specific thing. Legit, just
Looks
but
like
then-
someone just twisted the stick.
oh, I'm not like you, okay? I can't.
Not everyone's perfect.
Ha ha. Okay, well, and he'll take off his tie. He'll roll up his sleeves. Is that? And he'll like take a hand to his hair and kind of ruffle. Is this good enough?
That looks better, yes.
I mean, unfortunately, the stick would need severe therapy to be removed, but
Sometimes you've just got to work it out. It's about time.
maybe the walk will help. He'll yeah.
You guys are gonna head to the hollow alleys.
Yep.
Yes.
Saffron.
Hello.
You awaken being pecked on the head.
This will be the last time you sleep with me. Quit it. She opens her eyes. Is it, who I think it is?
It's a paper bird.
Oh. I thought it was, okay. She frowns and looks at it. Would you have seen one of these before?
You've seen them about the house a couple times, and you know that they are somehow Cece's doing.
She'll roll her eyes softly.
The bird then quickly unfolds into a message.
Ooh. She will frown again. I didn't know you could do that. And she'll
Scrawled on the paper is, how are you doing?
Well, she kind of looks around the room that she hasn't probably left in a manner of days. She'll keep the letter in her hand and she'll go and, like, she'll pin it. She'll be like, you're not going anywhere, and she'll pin it with a dagger. Before having a shower. She probably needs one. And then putting on some new clothes before heading to go and see Cece.
What I had to recover from Phoebe. You can't pretend that Theo wouldn't have had a MCR phase.
He would have absolutely.
Yes, but it would have been purely just the Black Parade, and that would have been it.
Yeah.
And then he would have said that all of their other albums were bullshit, and legit.
That checks out.
They stopped using the piano as much in the other albums, and it just didn't work.
Alright. Cece. Your message wound up summoning a saffron.
Hi there.
Hi.
I suppose you got my bird then?
It was hard to miss. It woke me up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't tell it to do that. I didn't know you were sleeping.
I've been sleeping a lot.
You should. You need your rest.
Everyone keeps
We
saying
all do.
that.
Well, if enough people say it, I think it might be a little true.
There is a metal clattering as Nicodemus crawls into the room after you and begins going through all of Cece's stuff, drawer by drawer.
She's gonna get up and pick up Nicodemus and just cup him in her palms. Go, no, no, you're not allowed to do that. You sit right here. And she's gonna just hold him in her lap.
As you hold him, he begins to inspect your arm, attempting to do mechanics on it, like minor repairs.
Okay, I'll let him.
The slug seems to not really be paying attention. The mechanical cup seems to be doing most of the work. You guys are still not sure if like the slug is intelligent or if it's the cup. There's been no consensus.
She's gonna gently, like, pet the slug anyway.
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna just stand there? Come sit down.
She'll take a seat, kind of stiff in her movements.
Besides the obvious, what's wrong?
Besides the obvious, I'm scared to talk to Ambrose.
About?
Miriam.
Right. I don't entirely think that there's any way to go around it.
I could just ignore him for the rest of my life.
Would you, though?
No.
Exactly. You'll only serve to make yourself and him miserable.
I know. I feel like I ruined things for him. And it hurts.
How?
Miriam
How?
was his... I don't know. They had just started to get on good terms, and I know that he... Despite never saying it, I know that he loved her. More than ever I could. As a figure for him. And everyone tells me that it wasn't my fault.
Because it wasn't?
There were so many things I could have done, Cece.
And you did the best that you could. There's no use wasting your energy on could'ves and should'ves and would'ves. None of us know what's going to happen in front of us. You did the best that you could at the time. What it's worth. I'm proud of you. Tell me what's on your mind.
It was... I have a lot on my mind.
And what's the most pressing right now?
The feeling of wanting to run away from all of this. To go and go back to that small village and stay there. Be a herbalist again. Let the world melt away and try and forget. But it didn't work the last time. It's definitely not going to work this time.
You know the reason it didn't work before?
Why?
Because you care. And no matter what anyone else says, you're a good person. If you weren't a good person, this wouldn't hurt as bad. Which is an unfortunate fact. And you can't go back to that.
I know. It would put you all at even more risk. So, I would never do it anyway. But the feeling is there.
I know. Believe me, I get it. It would all be so much easier if you could just separate yourself from it all and run away. Just forget. Unfortunately, it seems like another curse has befallen House Howl.
Mm.
The curse of cares too much.
Mm. I guess better than the one that played it before.
I agree.
The home of the strays.
I don't think we're strays anymore.
No. I don't either. I wonder what Ambrose is going to do with all the inheritance money.
Well, to start off with, there's definitely going to be more alcohol.
I told Carpathian to give my cut to him too. I have enough money. And he deserves to be the sole heir.
Why?
Because I'll take his last name eventually. But for now, I'm a Reynard. And I stand to inherit all of my father's things, unless he's changed his will, which I'm sure he has. But that's another topic. Ambrose deserves it. All of it. And I know that it's what she would want.
I'm sorry you had to go through that alone.
It was only the second time in my life where I felt utterly helpless. The first was when you almost died, and everything was fine after it. But it wasn't quick. It wasn't painless. And
But she wasn't alone.
through the most pain she was. I was paralyzed. The conductor had put a gem in my mask, and I resisted it. And then Kai found us, and he stabbed her. And I couldn't move for a while. I had to watch the blood seep out of her neck and her go pale before I could even move.
Easy.
Hmm.
Nicodemus is requesting uppies under the desk.
He'll smile down at Nicodemus. And then slowly get up, put Nicodemus on the desk. And then gesture a hand out for Amira. Come on. We're not sitting on the floor anymore. This is not a comfortable place to sit. Come on.
She'll take her hand. I'm kind of sick of being locked up in the bedroom. Not that I was locked up, but that I felt locked up.
Okay. Well, I was going to go sit on the bed, but...
Not this bedroom, Miriam's. Well, I suppose Ambrose is now. We were right, by the way.
Hmm?
Carpathian was Charles.
I figured.
Outside, the snow has melted.
I think we should perhaps go and have dinner with Hillary tonight. Although
Yes.
the thought of Charles here alone, perhaps we bring him with us.
I think the kids would love him.
Oh gosh, don't tell me we're going to put him on babysitting duty. I think he would kill us.
I mean, isn't that what he's already doing with us anyway?
Yeah, well,
We can ask him.
I just need to get out of the house for a couple hours.
Okay.
Even just a walk. This is for my purposes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I'm
Okay.
scared.
I'm sorry. I have to be planning constantly.
Gary.
Mhm.
Like you promised.
Nicodemus is now eating your leftover strawberries from your fruit cup for breakfast.
Nicodemus, I was going to eat those.
You
All
can go down
right.
in the kitchen and get more.
Unfortunately, this was the last of your fresh food.
I knew it.
We must go shopping as well.
Hmm.
Without Miriam here,
I think-
we kind of...
I think you and I can handle that. I don't know where the boys are. I quite frankly don't want to know. I'm a little worried. And I'm going to
no.
pretend that they're not doing anything stupid.
Theo, Ambrose,
Oh boy.
make perception rolls.
I love
As
it.
we are both
almost
being
cried.
stabbed to death.
I'll wait to put that on. Perception. Perception is a 15.
You guys are both
17.
15 and 17. You guys are both in Hollow Alley, and you can hit it, Phoebe.
Yippee! This is a tune, actually. Wait, this is the one you wanted, right?
Yep, yeah.
I'll loop
This
it.
is, in fact, Hollow Alley. There's always something happening here. It is right behind a combination of cheap housing. This really is a fantasy setting. Cheap housing, textiles, and theaters.
If it's even possible for Theo to look more uncomfortable. He is.
You guys are making your way through the alleyways, and with your perceptions, you guys are keeping your heads on a swivel. Ambrose. Interaction, or excuse me, persuasion, deception, or command, your choice.
Can I assist?
No.
Aw, rude! Even with my drawback?
Correct.
I'm going to try persuasion.
Okay. Also, I thought you got rid of that drawback.
No, I've got that one. I've still got that one. It was the... I can't remember what it was called, but it was a different one.
Okay.
It's a 26 from me.
You have foiled 3 pickpockets from getting at Theo.
Aww!
Theo, you need to do what I do.
What's that?
Put it in your underwear.
I thought you were going to say be poor.
Well, don't call me out.
Technically, he's not really that poor anymore, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. He'll resign to kind of like crossing his arms over himself, like almost crossing his arms, but like half hugging himself, and probably looking like a right tool.
Suddenly, arms are laid over the back of the two of you, and a face appears between the two of you.
That's relief.
Fancy meeting you two here, says Abigail.
Oh, recognizing her voice, I think he'd sigh, a huge sigh of relief, and turn around to face her. I'm glad to see you. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound like such a big surprise, but I'm glad to see
you. She looks at Ambrose. How did you get him down here?
Well, it was his idea, actually.
Oh, you're branching out, Theo.
Yeah, yes. All the time. And it's like a pained smile.
I keep trying to get him better at doing that, but every time he does that, it just looks like it hurts him physically and emotionally.
What are you doing here?
I have a meeting, she says.
Oh. We won't keep you.
With whom?
Well, you know I'm always on the lookout for more jobs, right?
Aren't we
Always.
all?
I mean, funding independent research isn't easy.
Yes.
There's a gentleman around here who is offered to sponsor me to a certain extent, so long as I help their organization.
Who might that be?
Social club. You heard of the 13 Hands?
I'm gonna give Ambrose a pointed look.
We've never heard of them.
Deception, both of you with disadvantage.
Deception, disadvantage. Okay. A 21.
And you can change the music to whatever you want. You're good. With a 17. Let's see here. Huh. She looks between the two of you. You actually did a pretty good job of like. Well, I've I've been told to meet them at the Backstage Tavern. Fun fact. Would you guys like to know where you've been told to go?
It's the Backstage Tavern, isn't it?
It is the Backstage Tavern.
Okay. We can accompany you if you like. We were headed that way.
Right. So, what are you down here for?
Just looks at Ambrose. Better at talking. Culture.
Yes.
He'll say very painfully. I just, like you say, I need to spread my wings, see different things.
That's a great idea, she says.
Okay. Lead the way then.
Moment.
Just trying to find
we
a
go.
good.
It's the problem is that YouTube has the better like ambient stuff.
It does, but it's a fucking bitch through Kenku. So.
All right, hold on. All right, this will work. Just as at least some background noise.
And yes, Val, I immediately thought of that. I said it. Spread your leg. I'm just gonna spread my legs.
Spread your legs.
Oh no!
You spread your leg. What? Spread your wings.
Spread your wings. Stretch your legs. That's great.
All right.
Oh, nice.
The Backstage Tavern is indeed quite literally in the back of a theater house and is only open during times when they're during non-show times. Although every now and then they will have private parties during, and you can listen to the shows. As you guys head inside, the place is like 3 stories and like pretty narrow, so it's kind of cramped but very vertical, right? Hermes order coming up, and you see a someone load a bunch of drinks onto like a sort of like a free floating dumbwaiter, and they haul it up on ropes.
Awesome.
It heads up to the 3rd floor.
Can I have a quick scan?
Yep.
See if there's anyone that may. I don't think we've met any of the 13 Hands apart from that one guy that we killed, right?
You have, but you don't know it.
Oh,
He's
okay.
also part of the 13 Hands, we believe.
Is he?
We think so. Or Rion the Seventh is, definitely. And he's a close compatriot. And we also, the conductor, we thought as well. So, yeah, we've met a few. I think, methinks.
Okay, right. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
13. Funny. 13 hands, get it? Maybe I should win immediately because of that.
Okay.
Yay!
Pack it in, everyone. Game 1.
I think anyway, he's nervous anyway. Like he's in a bad part of town. He's clutching his pearls a little bit.
Well, you two get some culture. I'm going to head off for my meeting.
All right. See you later. I will look at Ambrose. Where do you think we should start?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We're trying to meet a secretive organization on mutual ground inside what appears to be a delightful little establishment that they own. So I'm willing to bet they probably already know we're here.
Maybe let them come to us. We have is so valuable to them.
A dumbwaiter lowers down, and there is the only thing on it is a small, like, paper card folded in half so it stands up that just says "Howl" on the front.
Do we get on it?
It looks too small for that. Although not like too small to do it comfortably. Although it probably would support you.
Don't go in the dumbwaiter, Ambrose.
I want to.
Maybe later. But
Later.
Maybe after we've dealt with this.
So is it an invitation?
Well, you can go in there. I personally am not the biggest fan of small spaces.
Did we see which floor it came from?
Seems to come down from the ceiling, so at the very least the 3rd floor, if not whatever they're walking around above.
I suppose we head up then.
Yeah. I'm going to give this... You take the card and read it.
Damn it!
Yeah, that's a fair point. To be honest, I thought it was like... Sorry, I was imagining it as like the dumbwaiter was like behind the bar. And
No, these are like out like free... Like, okay, there are several of them, like out in just around.
I take the card and read it.
Yeah. It lists a 3rd floor dressing room 14.
Cool. Okay, cool. Top floor. I think he would he's gonna anxiously look at the bar and look at someone having a drink and in a contemplative way. Contemplative way?
Yeah, that's right. You got it.
Yay! But then think better of it for now. I hate meetings. You'll go to the nearest stairs or whatever way to get up there.
Yeah. What about you, Ambrose?
He's going up as well, just trying to keep his eyes open to see if they're being boxed in. Anyone suspiciously moving in front of exits or anything like that.
Can I... I won't yet. I'll wait until we're up there. To cast Erudite Whispers.
Okay.
But I'll wait till we're
as you guys are heading up, Ambrose, you are offered the in-house drink, the Stagehand.
Absolutely.
All right. It's a honey barley lager.
Sounds good, not gonna lie.
It tastes like freshly oiled stage wood looks.
Oh.
Kind of sweet and sweaty. It's odd.
Yeah.
It's somehow both very wet and very dry at the same time.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Take a sip. It's fine. It's good.
Oh.
It's good for your
Fine.
liver.
To culture, and he'll take a long sip. He won't be a wuss.
It tastes like very good sawdust.
Oh, it could be worse. Though I'd rather a full-bodied glass of red myself. And he'll pass it back to Ambrose.
Well, more for me.
There probably is a little bit of varnish in there, but that just adds to it. As you guys head up, you in fact see the dressing rooms, quote unquote, are booths, and one of them is right up against a railing that like overlooks the big open area where all the dumbwaiters are. You can see the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there sits a man in a coat who, despite being dressed, very out of place, does not carry himself as though he's out of place.
What does this guy look like? Do we have a reference?
You know what? You guys do like your references, don't
We
you?
do!
Alright, give me just a
Like
second.
Karamba.
Yippee!
Well, I probably have one here somewhere.
This is a member of the 13 Hands.
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that without you here.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I would, because they didn't see Kai, so I might absolutely do it.
Oh, shit! No.
And so, like, yeah. Yeah, I would absolutely do that, yes. You're alright to be scared. Not this time, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. And this is is he sat, like, in 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go in, I'll look at Ambrose. We should probably have a signal or something in case we need to get out of here quickly or launch an attack, given what has happened in recent weeks. Or am I being paranoid?
You're not being paranoid.
This is hushed whispers.
Yeah.
if I think something's going wrong, I'm just going to say, I've got this terrible tickle at the back of my throat, and then I'm going to throw hands.
Okay. That it's simple, but sounds effective. Okay. And I think I will take the opportunity now before we go in. I'm going to silently cast Erudite Whispers,
Mm-hmm.
which is a da 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 da. Okay, I'm just going to roll quick Arcana. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, double 19s. So yeah, that passes. Spend a chance. I will activate that. So before we go in, I will focus on that and see if I can get any little mind worms from this guy.
All right, roll for brainworms. As you come and sit in the booth, the to your right, to your left, Theo, is the railing. Like you can reach your left arm out, and you could drop a glass down and hit someone three stories down.
Oh, okay. So it's like I can't even think of the word for it. Like a mezzanine level. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
His mind is ordered. He is thinking about the tasks at hand.
Okay, that's good. Depending on what the tasks at hand are, and if they are killing us, then that's definitely not good.
He seems to, in fact, just be here to pick up the box.
Thank God. I'm sit down. I'll take out the box and just place it on what I assume is the table between us.
Yeah.
And kind of awkwardly smile. We're from House Howl.
You all made a name for yourselves.
Yes, that wasn't exactly the plan, but here we are.
He drags it across over to him. Just to confirm, it's true she's gone, right?
What's going on in his head right now?
Hope he knows is false.
Sorry, repeat that.
Hope he knows is false.
Oh, okay. So he... Okay. Alright. Yes, unfortunately. And try and... I think he try and avoid Ambrose's gaze because they haven't talked about it yet, and he's not sure how to broach the subject, but he'll leave it at that.
Ambrose's smile gets wider when Miriam's mentioned, but much more fake.
She was among the best of us.
I'll nod. Indeed.
One of the good ones.
What's your name?
Today it is. He checks his watch. Andrew. and closes it.
I hope that with this exchange, any outstanding business is now done between yourselves and House Hal.
As best as we can muster.
Good.
She would have made a good ally for what comes next.
Oh, what's he thinking now? What comes next? What comes next?
He's thinking along the lines of cleaning house.
Okay. Yes. Well, you'll have to do without her, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. He finally turns and looks at Ambrose. You've managed to stay off the radars or they don't have radar.
What's a fucking radar?
You've managed to stay underground until now.
Hmm.
What's Ambrose thinking right now? Not to be pervasive, but you are literally sitting right next to him.
Yeah, I'd say mostly there's a lot of growling, but there's a significant amount of thinking about Miriam while trying really hard not to think about Miriam.
Aww.
And a fair whack of attempting to hold all of this together behind the smile. But one does try to remain anonymous for as much as possible. Makes business of all kind much easier.
Not of all kinds.
Most kinds, then.
Anonymity is the bane of the actor. Right.
It depends what kind of show you're putting on, I suppose.
Hmm. Well. You're not anonymous anymore.
I don't think any of us are. Going to take some getting used to, I dare say.
My colleagues don't tend to approve of my methods of interrogation. But it helps as often as not to just ask directly. What are you planning at? Now that she's gone.
Honestly, it's bold of you to assume that I plan that far ahead.
Well, then I'll redirect my question. And he looks at Theo.
He'll, He's gonna like narrow his eyes a little bit. He's a little bit offended by the question, because she's only been dead a matter of days. Please show some respect. She's not even in the ground yet.
Unfortunately, in my line of work, that's not a luxury I have.
And we're not at liberty to answer any of your questions if we don't wish to.
No.
Especially
think-
during our period of mourning.
Doesn't really hurt to ask, though.
No. It's bold. But you won't get
Honestly,
the
I
answers you're
respect
looking
it.
for today.
You pick up from him that he's hoping that you share enemies.
Hmm. I think with our increased infamy, so to speak, and the fact that we're known now, I feel like giving away who our enemies are to anyone is a risky game.
Yeah.
So he's going to keep it zipped
Mm-hmm.
and repeat himself. You won't get the answers you're looking for today.
Understood.
Are we concluded?
Just about. If you're going to be stepping into the limelight, I do want to know how your resident hero is doing. The one who's been through all this before.
He'll tilt his head a little bit. Who's he thinking of? Hillary.
Yep.
Well, he has a family. And...
Liability.
I missed that, sorry.
A liability.
Yes, well... that's his own risk to take. He's been through this before. He knows what comes with fame and the spotlight, so you say. I'm sure he'll be just fine.
He wasn't just fine last time.
Experience. A lesson was learned, I'm sure.
Was it? He just about cracked up under the pressure.
Would I, just as a side note, would I have read about...
No, that
Hillary?
stuff was kept pretty private.
Okay. That will pique his curiosity, but he's not going to... I don't think he's going to fall for it, because we're kind of like a team, and we shouldn't be talking to others about shit that doesn't... Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and trash talk Hillary. That is his business.
Was his business. But if he's making plays, it becomes my business. And if you're alongside him, you should consider it your business too. Call that free advice.
It wasn't worth paying for, that's for sure. I think at that, he's gonna stand up. Ambrose?
Yes, I think
Ready
our
to go?
business here is concluded.
And I think he'll take his leave from the table. Should we
Going
just
to be getting worse.
look back at him?
You and I
You
both
have-
know you're not the only hounds that can crawl around in hidden places.
He's gonna obviously acknowledge that what he said, but then just blatantly just blank him.
Yeah,
Put an arm around Ambrose. Should we go and get really drunk?
I'm trying to cut off a little bit with Saffron, but maybe just a little bit.
All right. Good day.
he takes out a key. Good day. And is letting the two of you leave.
As soon as we're out of earshot, just, my God, what an asshole.
Well, a secret ring of spies who seemingly aren't currently all in agreement. He didn't seem to be in the best standing with the rest of his operation, at least according to him.
Yes, he wanted us to give up Hillary. Kind of give some indication of what his plans were. Not that we really know them at this point. I guess his plans are our plans. I thought it best not to divulge that. He was just so... I'm not like that, am I? I know that I can be a bit uppity sometimes, but I'm not smug. Like, I'm not overly smug like that. He was just... Ew. You're not the only hounds. Like he's even seen the hounds that have come out of portals in the woods.
Maybe he has.
Maybe.
You guys heading down the stairs?
Yep.
I don't like this place. Is there another bar we can go to?
We're in the hollow alleys. There's bars pretty much everywhere.
Excellent. I will follow your lead.
Does Ambrose know a place?
You do know a place, but you like this place. Like, what's wrong with this place?
Oh, I don't like it. If it's owned by the 13 hands, I don't want to be getting drunk here and spilling my guts. Not that I will, but who knows? Depends on how those fucking resolve rolls go.
I was more asking, like, for Ambrose, like, I was wondering if Ambrose would be like, what's wrong with this place?
No, yeah, sorry, that was above table.
Yeah.
He would like the atmosphere, the sort of showmanship of it, but at the same time, this is like a den of snakes.
Yeah. For the HBO cut, can I get a quote from you saying, I do like the atmosphere here?
I do like the atmosphere here, though.
Yippee!
Andrew's body hits the ground from the third floor.
Wait, for real? Or HBO cut?
For real. You two look up, the banister's broken, and there is a figure up there.
What do they look like?
Can we see their face?
Perception as they are ducking back.
Ah! Oh, natural one! The natural one for a 6,
this
and I'll
with my
confirm
magic
that.
powers.
Confirmed with a 24.
Yeah, you got nothing.
That's a 14 from me, dog.
You just see movement of there was someone up there. as Andrew's body crashes into the floor.
Oh, we should have checked what was in that damn bolt. Oh, I suppose that he had the key to it, didn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
It's worth noting he doesn't have the box on him.
Yep, I figured that. Phoebes figured that. I was like, ah! What the fuck do
Ambrose
I
is
do?
bolting up the stairs.
Alright.
Oh god, okay, and I'll follow.
Okay.
Want to back up the boy?
The stairs are the long way up.
Ambrose
Ambrose, what to get him the
jumps to a dumb
waiter?
waiter.
They're very open. They're more just like platforms, right?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you grab a hold, like you could just jump on one and cut the anchor line to it that like wheels it, that like keeps them stable up and down.
Yeah. Cool.
Mad speed time.
I'll do
All
that
right.
too. Want to get up there?
Alright, you're trying to get two separate ones?
I think that would be easier.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cram into one.
Alright, whoever's getting on the first one, make an acrobatics roll.
I'll do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
6. All good.
Okay. And Theo.
Acrobatics as well?
Yep.
My worst fucking stat. That's a 2.
Alright. Ambrose, you are you are thrown unceremoniously over the balcony as you leap off of it as it goes to hit the ceiling, and you collapse, falling over a table and onto the floor. Theo, you slam into the ceiling.
Oh god.
Taking 6 points of blunt damage.
Oh, okay.
And slumping over the railing, half over, half your legs are dangling over 3 stories. Ambrose, you look up and there is a cloaked figure with a very large head moving away from the balcony. Back towards the back rooms, above the stage.
Can we do anything?
You guys can scramble and get up and head after them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that.
Alright.
I don't know if you want me to make any roll for that, given the spectacular fail.
Alright. You guys are scrambling. You can make athletics rolls.
Oh, great. Even better. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Athletics is a 15.
Ambrose?
That's a 15, sorry.
Okay. As you both are scrambling to get up, Ambrose is able to get up first, as Theo has to haul himself over the banister so he doesn't fall 3 stories. Ambrose, you look down the hall and you see a figure that is wearing a coat and seems to have some sort of brass helmet on from the back. Under their arm, they are carrying the box.
Does summoning Scrawbat, does that make me have to stop?
No, you can keep moving while...
Okay, I would like to cast that.
Okay.
DC 40. And that's invoke, yeah. Okay. How much chance is it? It is 2. Okay. Oh, natural 20
All right.
for a 33
Nice.
All right. Confirm.
with a 2.
Okay. Does rolling a 2 make you beat the DC?
So do you detract that?
So rolling a 2, what is your invoke?
14.
What is the DC? For the spell.
Wait, oh, it's 14.
Okay.
My invoke is plus 13.
Nice.
Okay, so hold on. You rolled a 2.
Yes.
You
Your
rolled a natural
invoke is-
20, and then you rolled a 2 to confirm.
The 2 plus 13 is 15, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that beats the 14 DC.
Yeah.
That means you confirm the crit.
Oh.
So that means that you critically succeed casting the spell. Would you like better bat or more bat?
Better. Ideally,
Okay.
faster.
All right. Heyman gets an upgrade
Woo!
as he erupts forth from beneath your sleeve. He lunges outwards and is like shedding bits of smoke from him as he lunges forward. Is he attacking, following?
Ambrose is just going to yell, "Fetch!" and point at the box.
All right.
And the key, too, if they have it.
All right. Do you have what stats do you have listed for Heyman?
For Heyman, I have got...
Have I ever met Heyman? I don't think I have. Maybe, yeah, like
A while back.
when we first.
It's 4 spider-like legs, 4 bat-like wings, plus 4... Golgoth plus 4 to trained...
Okay, plus 4 to train skills, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That was what I need. That's
Oh, okay, cool.
all right. Heyman skritters along the ground and lunges for the box. The figure turns and like smacks Heyman with the box like midair. And as they do, you finally get a view of them as like the coat drops back behind them. And hold on, I have to find the reference real quick. It's a specific reference. I didn't think they would be introduced this early, but here we are. Alright. Now I just need the concept art version of that. Okay, it's you, but not... There we go, here we go. Alright. Like this, but not, like, so torn... I'm gonna try and find a... I thought there was a better image. This one is pretty wounded and, like, scuffed up, right? So imagine, like, the pristine version of this, okay?
Hmm. Oh, it's a big sister from Bioshock 2.
Oh my
And,
god!
like, not, like, big harpoons and stuff. But
More just,
basically
like,
just, like, that...
Diving suit.
Yeah, but the suit itself is strange. It's very pale, but as they move, it's like shedding black dust.
I guess we just keep running and
they turn, wham, smack Saban out midair with the box itself, and brings up their wrist, and you see that there is something barbed and pointy on their wrist.
Hey, man, stop being fucking useless.
Reaction or a attack roll of 24. Ambrose.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Can I try and dodge?
You can try and dodge.
It's not going to work, but... no.
Okay. 9 points of sharp damage as a harpoon bolt is launched, gas-propelled.
Why is it always me?
Theo.
Yeah.
You make it up past Ambrose because he got hit and was casting a spell, and Heyman is not by no means down or out as this figure like finishes turning, and Heyman is now like crawling up, like trying to like bite at the wrist. And this figure is like slowing down, like trying to pull Heyman off of its wrist. And part of you is wondering how the fuck did this guy get in here, right?
Yeah.
Right as they're running towards like the back of the hallway above the front of the theater, right? As they're like running in the catwalks over the empty theater.
Did I? Sorry, I'm not quite with it. Did I catch a mention of what's that powder called? The anti-magic?
No. It was black dust, but it may be iridium. You don't know, but
okay. Okay. Is he? I suppose Heyman's there, but how close is Heyman to him?
On his arm.
Ah, shit. Okay. And what's the situation? How many like randoms are around? Like,
you guys are alone up here at the back. Like they.
Oh, okay.
This guy ran out the back, and you're running after him. And this is like out the back of the top of the tavern, which is the catwalks that are over the theater itself.
Okay. Yep. I'm with you. How close is he? This guy?
Short range, at the edge of short range.
Edge of short range, so within short range.
Yep.
Yee. I want to shoot him. Shoot him!
Alright.
I can... 1 second. I'm going to use the clockwork pistol, because I can make 3 rapid attacks with that. Remind me how that works again, just because I haven't really been using...
Alright, so a rapid attack is normally 2 attacks, right?
Okay, yep.
And this is 3 instead of 2.
Okay.
And you use the rapid attack, which is lower attack bonus.
I'm gonna go for his legs as well.
Okay.
I like deleting legs. Let me do... Well, it's an arcane, yeah? Sorry, attack.
Yep.
Which is a 19...
Oh, it's a rapid attack, remember? So you see the rapid attack stat on the weapon?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's different than the attack bonus, right?
+1. Oh, okay. So that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Dodge.
Ew. But I can roll another one.
Yep, you roll 2 more.
Yippee! Nope, that's a 4.
Okay.
That hits. And a 17.
Dodge.
Ugh. That
You're
would've-
running after them.
Okay, that would have been my action, right?
Yep.
mm, can I? Is there? I'm just thinking if I can. Is there a way for me to like cut him off? Is there an area that I can?
He seems like it kind of seems like he's running towards a dead end.
Oh, that's worrying. Okay. I don't really think there's much else. I mean, if I can shade step in front of him, but it's not an unseen area, so that wouldn't work. I will just keep up the chase, I guess.
Okay.
Not let there be any like too much of a distance between us. And
Right.
I'll keep the clockwork pistol out.
Make a d20 roll Ambrose for Heyman for me.
No.
Natural fucking one.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Alright. Then, Theo, as you're running after, Heyman gets thrown back at you, right?
Oh god, is it like a cat? Like on my face? Just.
No, like you, actually make a dodge roll for me.
Oh god, I'm okay, what have I got to beat? Because my dodge is really bad, and I just.
You only gotta beat, a 12.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's a 14.
Yeah. Just this thing just flies back over your shoulder. He reaches the dead end, slides to a stop, and turns around and brandishes that spike back, like that harpoon thing at you.
Can I?
And as you move up towards them, they stop for a second, pointing it right at you, and then look up and fire it.
Grab the legs! Grab the legs!
Yeah, I mean.
The shot hits one of the catwalk supports up top, and the catwalk shudders and breaks. Acrobatics.
Me, yeah. Oh, joy.
Yeah.
That's another 2.
Alright. Then you fall, but the catwalk does not, like, drop. Just one of the support anchors was shot loose. And so, like, the catwalk, like, breaks so that there's a section of it that, like, droops and, like, hangs. But you are, like, on all fours, like, holding onto the catwalk, and you look up, and you see them turn and walk directly towards the wall, and slip right between the seams of the boards, leaving behind dark dust.
Shit.
The only thing you've seen do that before is hounds.
But then we've also seen someone collecting dark dust before.
You have.
And what was that? Oh god, what was her name? Sallow? She did a similar
Esmeralda
thing.
Sarrow.
She did a similar thing.
moved through, like, shadows.
Okay,
She was doing a version of
that's
Shade
different.
Step.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I wasn't sure, because...
Yeah.
No problem.
No, this one, it looks very weird when you see it. Yeah?
There was dark dust shit everywhere in Genevieve's old room when we went there.
Mm-hmm.
And Hillary was desperate to collect it, but because Amira didn't tell him that it was there, he didn't. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I have come into contact with, like, iridium powder before.
Yes.
Can I, now that, like, the immediate danger is over, yes, it's annoying we lost them, is there any of this powder left over to inspect or, like, make...
Yes, although
like,
it is quickly going away.
Can I quickly scramble over to it and get a look
Indeed,
at it?
this is dust this is dust you experienced before. It is not iridium. It is the same dust that the hounds leave behind. It's that dust that's hyperdimensional, where you can't put it in a container because it will slowly roll out of 3D space.
It's a hound.
But it sure did move like a person. Ambrose. Haymond sails over Theo's shoulder and smacks you in the face.
Son of a bitch! I told you to do one fucking thing!
It smiles with a key in its teeth.
Oh. Good boy. I don't suppose you managed to get a finger as well.
He frowns.
Well, there's always next time.
He fucking went for it. I was rolling.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's hope they don't know how to lockpick. Although they can move through 3D space, so...
It doesn't bode well, does it?
Well, I'm keeping the key anyway.
And yet they took the key.
We need to keep that safe. They'll be back for it, no doubt.
Fuck.
Scramble to my feet.
We were trying to get people off our back. We've just ended up with someone slightly more confusing on it.
At least we know.
Did you check if that 13 hands, if Andrew was dead?
We should probably go and do that now. Is there a safe way back down now that, like, the catwalks are all fucked? And
the catwalk is not what you would call safe back down, but there are other ways off of the catwalk.
okay. Very slowly and very carefully, without need for an acrobatics check.
Yes.
I will get down.
Alright, finesse. No, I'm kidding.
Ah, fuck you, Mark.
Yes, although I will say real quick, when you get back to Andrew, they're like the Clippermen have been called, yada yada, but you do get a look at his body. He is dead, and there are bruises around his neck. He was choked out, his neck broken.
Oh, shit. Can I, before we go on the break, can I quickly try and do my winnow of soul dregs?
Ooh, make a roll for me, like stealth, persuasion, deception, make slight finesse. Do some kind of sneaky roll for me. I'm
gonna make a persuasion because that's out of those, that's my best stat, and I really want this to work.
Okay.
That is a 9 plus 14 is. Why is my brain not working? 20 something. 23. There you go.
You're like, stand back. I'm a doctor. I'm going to check on him.
And then I'll do the thing.
Ambrose, make a deception roll.
Oh no! Just roll my
That
Arcana.
is...
Nice.
Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, 28.
All right. He like, stand back. Everyone, stand back. He's a doctor. He knows what he's doing.
Look at him. Can't you see how uptight he is? He must be a doctor.
And they're like, oh yeah, oh that's a good point. Why else would he be? He must be a doctor.
You would give him such a look at that, like, really, bro? Come on. Let me roll this invoke.
You guys also get offered free drinks for being a doctor.
Oh, nice.
The best
23
doctor
again.
is a drunk doctor.
All right. He is in
I'm
fact dead, and you do in fact get a soul.
Screw it up.
You're my
Put it in a
sucking
little
cord.
vial. What?
Suck his soul.
Oh man, I'm very concerned about the fact that he seems to have been strangled as well. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't
Alright.
like it. And then if you guys want to go on a break, I'll quickly take the boy out.
Okay.
Be back soon.
You guys have now met the Houndskin Assassin.
Houndskin Assassin?
Kill it.
What?
Horrifying. Mark, could I grab you for a second?